Alright guys, I thought I'd give this a crack. So 12 amp hour power pack by Kings. So what I needed to do was get this cigarette lighter connection with the Anderson plug, and what I've actually got on my bilge pumps is an Anderson plug as well. And the reason I did that was I used my solar panel on the roof of the Patrol to charge the 30 amp lithium that I have in the back that I would normally use. But as soon as I won this thing, I thought I'd do a little bit of a review and see if it's actually going to power it. So what I've got, two 1100 GPH pumps that I use on my Highbanker. It's about 2.5 meters of hose. And then I've just got it going over the taps here just to add a bit of height. So it sort of replicates what's going to be happening when I plug it in on the Highbanker. So I'm going to turn it on. It's 17 past 11, not that that's going to matter. I'm going to leave this running and we'll see just how much time it runs for before it actually cuts out and stops the pumps going. Why have I gone this route? I didn't buy this. I got this as entered a competition on Facebook and actually won it. Seeing as I'd already set up my Highbanker to run with the Anderson, I thought I'd give this thing a go. It's 1.5 kilos. I'm guessing I should get about, and it's always going to vary with these bilge pumps. Now I think they say 3 amps or something or other on the top there. 12, no. I think they do say something about 3 amps or something each, so 6 amps. Might get 2 hours or close to it. Let's see what happens. Alright, I've plugged that in. You can see water's coming through there on both of them. And I'll leave that to run now. And let's just see exactly what we get out of it. Alright. So, I tried running the 1100s, and the first time I left it running, I nicked off. I come back about 40 minutes later, it had all cut out. I checked the power pack. The power pack was totally depleted. So I tried it a second time, recharged the power pack, charged it up, and probably about 6 minutes in, it cut out. I ended up pulling the plug out and goddamn it was hot. So, test number 3 you could say. So what I've got here is a 2000 GPH pump, and on there you will see it should run 10 amps. This is rated to 10 amps. A peak of 15, but it should run constantly 10. Now, yeah, it should have a multimeter and all the rest of it and see what it's drawing and all that. But I don't. So, too bad. This is the way the test will be conducted. So, I had these Anderson plug alligator clips. Obviously that's what I'd normally run on my battery. So what I'll do is I'll connect that up and we'll see if it powers up. I just need 2 hands to do it. Alright, as you can see it's running. And we'll see what happens. I'll leave this run. So I've got it going up probably, I don't know, a good probably 700 mil from the base of that pump. One trick with these bilges, you want them running straight up and down. You don't want them on the side, you want them straight up and down. I've always wanted to make something to actually lock those things in the ground, but in the creek it's a bit tricky. Normally I just put a big rock or something on there to hold it up and sit the pump in the pan. But we'll see what happens. I'll go do a few things and come back and listen out for this pump if it actually cuts out and stops. Alright, so we've hit the 10-minute mark and it's all still going. No real change, no lights on here or anything like that. Doesn't feel warm or anything like that. But yeah, I'll keep going, I'll keep checking every 10 or so minutes, see what's going on. I can hear it anyway where I am, so I know exactly when it stops, but yeah, so far so good. Okay, just hit the 15-minute mark. Pump is still running fine. I've been checking this unit to see if it's putting any excess heat in. Also been checking that plug just to make sure it's not getting hot. Not a problem at all. We'll see how we go. Like 40 minutes in, it's 1.5 kilos this thing. I'm running a 2000 GPH pump, which will run a 6-inch Highbanker. Obviously, if I was going to use this unit to run some bilges, I'd probably have to buy some better bilges that are actually like the C-flows that will put out that maybe 4 amps, 5 amps, and then be able to run the both of them. I've been trying to get the specs on the 24 amp power pack like this. Now the output on that states that it's 10 amps and it also states that this one is 10 amps. Now I don't know if that means it's 10 amps because that one has 2 cigarette sockets. So maybe it can put out 10 amps on either one, but we'd have to see. And then that way I'd be able to split the pumps off and run them that way. On this one, unfortunately, on the tests that I've done, or the 2 that I've done so far, there's been a problem. I may try for a 3rd and see what happens. But yeah, look, so far, so good. I'm actually quite happy. All right, we'll wait for the final little bit when it actually cuts out, and I'll tell you how many minutes I got out of this thing. Alright, just to finish this off, just put it back onto my charger. So, how long did it run for? I'm actually quite surprised. 1 hour and 25 minutes. Like that's good. 10 amp bilge pump. Well, that's what it says it is. But I'm happy with that. 2,000 gallons, hour and 25 minutes. Realistically, you're not going to be constantly running like that for an hour and 25 minutes. I barely do that. I normally do a 50 or 100 shovel run. Look, I'm pretty happy with that. It's disappointing I couldn't get those bills going, but I don't have a multimeter to check the draw and all that sort of stuff, so it'd be interesting to find out what they're going to pull. I might have to set them up on me 30 amp lithium and see how long I get out of that. Yeah, well, there could be something else going on. So, but definitely, you could run your Highbanker on this, 1.5 hours. So in theory, if you were to get the large one, which is the 24 amp hour, that'd give you 3 hours, nearly 3 hours. Honestly, for me, 3 hours digging in the creek. And, not only digging, you're out panning, finding a good spot, looking around, getting the best location, setting up. You might dig for half an hour, stop, clean your mats out. By the time you do that, pan back and have a look at your gold, set up again, run for another half an hour. That's your day. Honestly, that's your day pretty much. I know some people get there and they just dig until they can't walk anymore, but that's not me, not what I do. But yeah, look, the 24 amp hour, especially if it's got the 2 plugs and I could run each of those 1100s on, it might work. But most people run a 2000 GPH anyway. As long as you get one that's rated at 10 amps, like that one is, because it's got a 12 amp fuse, it should be fine. Small dig, carry the Highbanker, carry the battery, which is, 1.5 kilos. The pumps probably weigh more than the battery with the hoses. Highbankers, I can't remember exactly, but I'd be thinking somewhere about 10 kilos. Carry the shovel and a pan, little backpack with some gear in it, and look, it wouldn't be too bad to trek around, especially if you're trying locations and all the rest, or you find something where it's a bastard to get up and you want to carry a big battery with you up and down hills and through tracks and all the rest of it. Look, it could work. The other thing is, look, this is designed for people going camping, taking the fridge out for the day, don't want to have a big setup in their car, and want to maybe go to the beach and take the cooler with them or the fridge with them down to the beach, and you can run this pretty easily for most of the day. Yeah, so that's it. Any questions, anything else, or any comments, any ideas or recommendations? Just chuck them in the comments, and I'll catch you the next time.